go ahead and make your way up to the top of your mat. Begin our practice here. We might start with a few deep breaths. Nice full breath in. Just fill up your lungs. And exhale to empty. Just let it all go. Maybe shake out your shoulders. Maybe one more time. A nice full breath in. Just fill yourself up to capacity. And exhale. Experience the release, that letting go feeling. Just continue to breathe. Breathe normally here. As your body is continuing to settle into the space, making your full arrival here. Connecting. Beginning your journey inward. Deepening your awareness. Each breath. Notice each inhale and the exhale that follows. Notice how your body is responding to your breath, how it feels to breathe. Just some things we don't normally pay attention to. How does it feel to breathe? Really to heighten that experience. On your next inhale, just feel the breath rising upward as if it lived in your belly and it's rising up to fill your lungs. And with the exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine, creating the abdominal lock. When you inhale, it's that energetic rise, filling up your heart space, and so that energy doesn't drop back down, we create that lock, drawing belly in, that light contraction of your abdominal muscles. Think of your practice as an enlightening, empowering practice, an uplifting practice, just like your breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Prepare your body to move. Feeling your breath, even listening to the sound of your breath, and allow it to move your body. When you're ready, inhale, extend your arms out and up. Treat it like a nice stretch, reach for the ceiling. And exhale, we'll fold forward, so a good hinge from your hips, bend your knees as much as you need to, as you slowly and carefully guide your way down towards your toes. Now you don't have to touch your toes when you fold. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or your knees, only rise up halfway. You're like a flat tabletop. And exhale, just melt your way back down. Allow your back to round, let your head release. Just hold this sensation for a moment. Aware of what's arising in your body in this bowing sensation, this bowing to self, this standing forward fold. The stretch and lengthening through your hamstrings, curvature of your spine. 2 more breaths. Let's return to a halfway lift. So shift your weight into your heels a little bit. You're going to inhale and slide your hands up to your shins or your knees. Only rise up halfway. You can just hold here. Nice long spine. You can feel an imaginary sensation or an energy moving through the crown or the top of your head towards the front of the room, and energy moving towards the back of the room, through your hips and tailbone. Put a little bit more weight into the heels. Bend your knees and lower your hips like you're sitting into a low chair. We're going to rise up with an inhale. Extend your arms out and up. Nice big stretch. On your exhale, you can bring your hands together and down into your heart or arms down into your side. Complete that series. Hold here. Take a breath. That's our half salute to the sun. Just continue doing that same flow. When you're ready, inhale, reaching out and up. Good energy in your hands and fingers, yes. Exhale, leading with your heart, fold forward. Always okay to bend your knees as you make your way down towards your toes. Inhale, slide hands up to shins, your knees. Extend your spine, long, flat back. Exhale, fold and go all the way down, just partially down, whatever feels correct to you. That same weight shift into the heels, bend your knees, lower your hips. Let's lift upper body. Inhale, extend arms out and up, big stretch. And exhale, hands to heart or arms down to your side to finish. Another pause here, and just continue to be aware of your breathing, the sensation, the sound. Let it guide you in your practice. Remember to move as you need to move today. Take your time, modify any poses, rest whenever you need to. Let's continue. Inhale, reaching out and up, energetically reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Making your way down. Good control. Inhale, rise up halfway. Even a little weight shift towards your toes to extend, lengthening outward. On this exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough so you can place your hands on your mat out in front of you near the top edge of your mat. Take several steps to the back edge of your mat. So you're in plank pose. Lower your hips to shoulder level. Get a nice, strong, straight line. Let's hold for a moment. Pushing firmly into the earth with the hands so you have strong arms. With each exhale, feel your belly button pull up towards your spine in this case. It's that same engagement of the abdominal lock. Let's take a breath in. As you exhale, bend knees, navel to spine, and send your hips into the air. With that exhale, with belly button pulling towards spine, that action also lifts the hips into the air. Adjust your feet. Adjust your hands as you need to on your mat to help settle into your pose. You can hold here or add movement as it feels good. Even rest if you need to, just coming down to your knees. Ready to move. Inhale here, filling up your lungs. Exhale, navel to spine, bend your knees, walk, step or hop. Both feet return to the top of the mat, moving forward fold. Good job. Inhale, rise up halfway, elongate through your spine. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into heels, bend your knees. Let's inhale all the way up to standing, reaching high. Let's keep it in motion on the exhale. Take chair pose, sitting back and down into your imaginary seat. Could be a high seat, could be a low seat. Let's take a breath in. And exhale, dive out of your chair, down towards toes, forward fold. Nice release of head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, rise up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold, hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank pose. Then we'll pause here just to tap into the straight line of the body, strong arms, core connection. Remember, exhale, pull belly up towards spine, feel that engagement. First time we were here, we took the shortcut to down dog. You can do the same thing here, or with your exhale, finish your push-up, bend elbows and lower your way down. You can bring knees to the floor first, and then chest. And find your back bend. It could be a low back bend like cobra. Go a little higher to upward facing dog. And exhale, just tuck toes under, send hips to sky, downward facing dog. Adjusting feet, adjusting hands to settle into the pose. And we'll add our lunge. Inhale, extend right leg up behind you, a strong straight line. Exhale, step right foot to the top of the mat, or just behind the right hand. Left heel turns to the floor behind you, just shifting the weight to the floor there. Inhale, rise up all the way. Hold here. And keep it moving. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands down to the floor. Step back into plank pose. Pause, feel the strength and energy in your body. That same shortcut to down dog. We'll finish the full flow. Chaturanga Dandasana, finishing the push-up, coming down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Have a pause here. Let's inhale, extend left leg up into the air. Exhale, step left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel to the earth behind you, shifting weight back. Find that centering and balance and rise up. We'll hold our warrior one. Good extension of the arms, reach high, lunge low. Good breathing. Strong, active body. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands return to the earth. Slide left foot back, plank pose. Choose the sequence that will get you to downward facing dog. It might be different every time, and that's fine. Modify that movement. Take the shortcut if it feels good. We'll just meet in downward facing dog. Let's do another lunge sequence here. Let's inhale, extend right leg up. Right foot to the top of the mat, back to our warrior one. Left heel to the earth, shifting your weight back into that foot. There's good balance. Reach forward and rise up. Exhale, opening up to your left, bringing arms down to parallel. You'll be in warrior two. Right knee and toes, good, are pointing directly forward. Okay, just looking down, forward. Nice opening in that back leg, arms parallel to the floor. Side angle pose, just follow your right arm forward to angle the upper half of your body. That's it. Right hand down, left hand up, and just open up. That's it, perfect. Reaching, expanding, and opening. There you go. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll turn. Fold, hands to the earth, slide right foot back, plank pose. Again, choose the sequence that will get you to downward facing dog. Might be different every time. While in down dog, just that reminder of pushing firmly into the earth with the hands so you have nice strong arms. Yes. Active shoulders, back and chest. Here we go. Inhale, extend left leg into the air, reaching long. Exhale, step through. Left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel to the earth, shifting body weight back to find that balance underneath you. Rising up, inhale. Exhale, opening to the right side of the room, warrior two. Adjust your feet so you have a nice strong foundation. Checking in with alignment. Tall upper body, outstretched, out active arms and hands. Side angle, reaching out. Rotate here. Now you can stay up high. You can even place this left hand or left arm on your thigh, lightly though, as you reach up into the air, opening up through the whole front side of your body. And of course, you might go lower. Hand or fingertips might touch the ground or just reach towards the ground. Let's move. Breathe in. Exhale. Here's our return to the earth. Fold, hands to the ground, slide left foot back, plank pose. Complete your series. Meet in down dog. Take a few breaths. We're going to do some floor work here. So go ahead and bring your knees to the floor. Sit back into hero, then off to the side so you can swing the legs around to the front. We're going to lie down. I'll just guide you through this next little portion here. So go ahead and lie on your back. Draw your knees into your body as it feels good. You might even add some movement as well. Your feet are free, so you might add some movement in your feet. I like to take the knees and just kind of manipulate my body so I'm getting a little sensation of release in my hips and back. And of course, check in with your breathing. All right, we're going to set our feet onto the floor. Before we move into bridge pose, our back bend, let's do a little core work. Okay, just lying on the ground. Now this is going to feel a little similar to cat and cow pose. We're just doing it on our backs. So let's do this. As you're lying flat, take a breath in and arch your back. Okay, so you're just creating space in that low back area. Your bottom is still on the floor, but you've created a little bridge. I call it a little bridge. So you can slide your hand underneath. That's the inhale. On the exhale, tilt the pelvis enough so you can press your low back now into the floor. Now there is no space. Do that again. Inhale, arch your back. So it's a rocking of the pelvis. Rocking forward on the inhale. Exhale, rock it back so you can press low back into the floor. Just keep doing that with your own pace of breath. paying attention not only to that back bend feel with the inhale, but on the exhale, as low back presses it into the floor, you're also engaging core. Navel pulls down towards spine, as if it's moving right through your spine to touch the ground. You're engaging your abdominal muscles, your transverse abdominis muscles. I call it the abdominal floor. Really engaging. Okay, do that again. You're going to inhale, arch. Now on this one, on the exhale, press low back into the floor and hold this posture. Hold that hollowed out belly feeling, but keep breathing, of course. Now, when you inhale, and rather than the back bend occurring or the belly rising, air passes upward to fill up the lungs. But exhale to continue pressing out that air from the belly, engaging those muscles. So you're just flexing muscles here. All righty, feeling that sensation, engaging core, still breathing deeply. You're going to inhale again, filling up your lungs. Exhale, still engaging core, but then peel away from the floor, meaning you're just lifting your hips into the sky, into bridge pose. If you need to, just adjust your feet on the mat so they feel good underneath you to support your body as you lift the hips into the air. You can just lift a little bit. Even slide a block underneath you to sit on, or use your hands to sit in, or use your hands to lift yourself up. And as you're able, get your shoulders a bit more underneath you. That might require rocking back and forth or side to side several times to get your shoulders a bit more underneath you, as well as your arms, just to feel a little bit more of that opening in the chest across the collarbones. Take a couple more breaths, being aware of how your body feels in this very active pose. Take a third inhale, fill yourself up. On the exhale, just start to soften the body, lower the hips slightly, wiggle the feet forward, maybe extend your arms straight up into the air to get the arms out from underneath you, and then make your way all the way down to the ground. And once you're down, extend your arms behind you, extend your legs out in front of you to stretch, lengthen, open up. And come up to seated. So you're going to draw knees into chest. Now, if you can, just go ahead and rock your way up to seated. Or if you like, you can even just roll to your side and press yourself up to seated. Let's start our boat pose here. We're going to do something a little different. Let's start with knees bent, heels on the floor, feet flexed. You're going to hold on in front of your legs, just below the knees, right at the shins here, perhaps. Okay. So I talked about cat and cow. Cat and cow, which we'll do eventually, this is cow pose. That's our back bend. Exhale into cat. We just did that on the floor, on our backs. Similar thing. Let's do it seated. Okay, so a similar thing here. So you're going to inhale and kind of lift the chest enough, so maybe you're getting a little arch of the back there. Then exhale, round it out. Just exaggerate that feeling, yes. Inhale, lift the chest up. Little back bend feel. Maybe the shoulders kind of roll back and down. Exhale, shoulders forward, chin down, hollow out the belly. Good. Do that a few more times so you can just feel that movement through the spine, but also that hollowed out feeling, core engagement. Just go at your own pace a few more times. So really another way to do boat pose, really, okay? Just adding this little back bend, cat-cow-like sensation. Okay? Finish that breath, the last breath there, and then we'll just come back to kind of a neutral position in spine. Maybe hold on underneath the knees. Lift yourself up so you're nice and tall. That's an inhale to get that length. Exhale, not just kind of lean back, try to keep a straight line in the spine. Just lean back a little bit, right there. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling as if you're still trying to hollow out belly. To really feel that engagement to help hold you here. Heels can stay on the floor. Hands can be free, or you can still hold on, or even free the feet by leaning back, finding balance in your hips so you can lift your feet. Okay? Even though you're not really moving in an exaggerated form like we did earlier, that's still kind of happening intrinsically. Inhaling to kind of lift, lengthen, exhale, hollow. Engage core. You're going to move here. Breathe in. Exhale, cross legs. If you can, hands in front and hop back to plank pose, or just hands in front or to the side. Unravel the legs, extend them back behind you. Plank pose. Again, we'll hold here. Still feel belly button pull up towards spine, engaging core. Let's do a side plank. You're going to set your right knee onto the floor. Make sure it's directly underneath your hip. Yeah, and swing your right foot off to the right side. It might even be on the floor. That's just a kickstand for balance. And then open up towards the windows. Yeah, and there's our side plank pose. You got it. And that left foot, the edge of the foot, inside edge of the foot might be on the floor. You might even flex the foot just to energize the leg and even lift the leg if you want, just an option. Just feel this good opening. All right, balance. Balance takes strength. It takes core strength. Let's breathe in. Nice job. Exhale, slow, careful return to the floor. Left hand, bring your left knee to the floor. Bring your kickstand back in. Here's our cat-cow. Okay, inhale, cow. Arching the back, exhale, cat. Feel belly button pull up towards spine. Still engaging core there. So different ways you could be working core just outside of that boat pose. Okay, one more breath. Let's return to a neutral tabletop posture. Let's do the other side. So maybe just tap the left foot and swing the left foot out off to the left side and extend the right leg back behind you. Then open up to the right side of the room. And again, the right foot might stay on the floor, just the inside edge of the foot, or even your toes on the ground. Or flexing the foot to give it some good energy to lift the leg off the floor. And wherever you are, just a nice opening, good stretches. This opens the hip. We have core stability. We have upper body strength. Here we go. Inhale. Our careful return to the earth. Exhale. Right hand down to the ground. Right knee. Bring the left kickstand back in. 2 or 3 more breaths through cat and cow. Just keeping this good undulation of the spine. Nice mobility through the skeletal system in our torso. And our core engagement with those cat poses. Just pause, you'll tuck toes, maybe a next exhale, lifting knees and hips into the air, head and chest sink between the arms. Let's return to downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in, exhale, walk, step or hop, both feet up to the top of the mat, stay on your feet here. Inhale, rise up halfway, elongate through your spine. Exhale, fold, nice release. Weight shift into your heels, bend your knees. Let's inhale, reverse swan dive. Coming up to standing, there we go, reaching into the air. And exhale, arms down to your side to finish. Good. Check in with your body. A little circle of the shoulders, maybe head and neck, hands and fingers, since we were doing planks and down dogs and side planks. And we'll get set up for our tree pose, so some balancing. That, of course, involves core work, so paying attention to our center. Let's find balance on 2 feet first. Softness in the knees, so you're not locking out the knee joints. Shifting weight into the right foot so we can work into the muscles of the right leg. Inhale, get tall. Same sensation. Breath rising, fill up your lungs. Exhale through the mouth. Pull belly in like boat. Engaging there. Now we're stable to pick up left foot, flexing the foot so you have a nice strong leg here. We're going to take the knee out, actually it's a little hip opener there until it naturally stops, and then placing foot on the inside of your standing leg. Yeah, you can bring it up high if you want to, or you can take it down lower. Then an inhale to extend the arms into the air. Reach, lift, extending, okay? Keep that sensation of moving up, but also rooting down into the earth. Your focus is forward. Okay, so have a nice long neck. You might want to drop your eyes, not your head, but maybe drop your eyes. So you may be looking at the floor or something that you can easily focus on, like an outlet on the wall or the corner of a mat in front of you. Keep arms extended. Let's swing left knee forward, yes? Lifting the knee, flexed foot, plant the foot into the ground, rebalance on 2 feet, and bring your arms back down to your side. Yeah, just shake all that loose. Let it go. Check in with your right foot over there, toes, ankle. And then just get prepared for your other side. Settling into mountain pose, soft knees. Shift weight into the left foot, connect. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, engage, boat pose, yeah? Lifting right foot, flexing the foot, strong. Swinging it out, that's our hip opener, hips are square. Placing foot, yeah, you got it. Placing the foot on the inside of your standing leg, high, medium, or low. And then, yeah, extend your arms, reaching. Even if the arms go out, even with bent elbows, just have active arms, active fingers. You can still have bent elbows there. Long neck. Okay, looking forward. But again, you can drop your eye line down to help you focus. Good. The more that there's movement, lifting upward and rooting into the earth, we have this opening in our center. Helps open the hips. And of course, you're breathing. Engaging core. Keep arms extended. We'll swing right knee forward, lifting knee flexed foot. Plant the foot into the ground. There's our rebalancing, and arms return to your side. Nice job. Shake it loose. Let it go. When you're ready, just back to your mountain pose, settling in. We'll continue our flow. A nice vinyasa flow here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale into chair pose, sitting back and down into the seat. Again, a high seat is fine. Inhale, good. Reach to the arms. Exhale, dive out of your chair towards your toes. Inhale, monkey pose. That's our halfway lift to your flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down we go. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Walk, step, or hop the feet to the back end of your mat. There's plank pose. Finish the push-up if you'd like. Chaturanga Dandasana, or modify this, or skip it completely. And we'll meet in down dog. Let's inhale, extend right leg up. Let's add something here. A hip opener. Bend your right knee. Bring heel down towards backside. A slight lift of the knee. So you feel a hip opening. A little twist that's happening in the low belly, low back, to the right side of the room. Hands push more into the floor. Strong, straight arms. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind. Step through back to a warrior one setup. Left heel to the earth. There's our grounding. Find balance. Then rise. Exhale, opening warrior two. Adjusting feet. Hold here for a moment. Let's reverse the warrior here. Take right hand up into the air. Reach so we get a bit of a side stretch. Yes. You can reach straight up, maybe slightly behind you. Creates a little bow or a bend in the body. Helps stretch and lengthen, make some more space through the torso here. Helps with our core work today. Side angle. So now your right hand will come down towards the floor while left hand reaches into the air. So back to our side angle pose. And if you want to keep that side stretch going, send left hand overhead towards the front of the room, reaching through your fingers. Yes. See, that's left side body stretch. There you go. Let's take a breath in. Exhale or return to the earth. Hands to the ground. Slide right foot back. Plank pose. Finish your sequence as you'd like. Modify these postures, even your back bend here. Downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg straight up and back. Strong straight line, and then we'll open the hip. Bend your knee, heel down towards backside. Lifting the knee, a little twist in the low back and belly. Hands press into the floor. Strong arms. Here we go. Inhale, nice. Exhale our step through. Unwind from that twist, stepping through, landing up top, right heel to the earth, shifting weight, find balance, we're rising. First warrior, exhale, expand and open. Warrior two, adjust your foundation. in your side angle pose. Let's flip left palm up, reach up. Getting that left side body stretch in this posture. Breathing, expanding, strengthening. Okay, then side angle. So just rotating here so we can bring left hand downward, right hand reaching upward as we open the front body. Maybe a right side body stretch with this pose with the arm reaching overhead. Here we go, breathe in. And our exhale, our return to the earth here. Step back, plank pose. Complete your series as you'd like. Always okay to modify. Once again, meeting in down dog. We're going to return to the earth and repeat that core work we did earlier. So you can bring the knees to the earth, sit back and off to the side, legs around to the front, lying down. Go ahead and draw knees in. Little hug here, some movement. Always a nice opportunity to check in with your breathing. Just going to pick up the pace just a little bit now that you know the breakdown. So you're going to bring the feet to the floor. Let's do that little bridge action. Okay, inhale, arching the back. Okay, the little bridge, so your bottom's still on the floor. Exhaling, press low back into the floor. The rocking of the pelvis, engaging the transverse abdominis muscles. Inhale, arch. Exhale. Do this one more time. Inhale, there's the arched back. Exhale, press low back into the floor, then peel hips off the floor right into bridge. When you get that hollowed out feeling pressing low back into the floor, it actually makes a little bit more space in the low back. So when you do lift up into a back bend, hopefully there's no pinching or binding in the low back. Just a few more breaths here, maybe getting the arms and shoulders a bit more underneath you. More activation. And even here, could you still do that rocking of the pelvis sensation? It would barely move. Inhale like you're trying to arch your back. Exhale, tucking the pelvis under. It barely moves, but you're doing the similar thing here. Let's wiggle the feet forward. Extend the arms up. Roll down. Make space so you can come down safely. Extend your arms behind you, legs out front. All right. If you're able, can you rock right up into boat pose, right into the posture? Otherwise, just rise up to seated and just make your way into the posture, okay? Maybe holding on just to ensure a good lengthened spine. Lift on the inhale. Exhale through the mouth to help facilitate that engaged belly, core muscles. Let's move from here. Inhale. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side, hop or step back, plank pose. Side plank. First time we brought a knee to the floor, you're certainly welcome to bring your right knee to the floor and open up towards the windows, or keep the legs straight, stack one leg on top of the other, and then open up sideways. Now you can always stagger the feet, one foot in front of the other for a little bit more stability. Now to help, it does help to really straighten the legs. If your knees are bent, then you'll wobble. You won't have any stability, and very less. Straight legs and flex your feet to activate the legs. Yes, inhale. Exhale, careful return to plank pose. Rest if you need to. Otherwise, go to the other side. Side plank. Left knee can come to the floor for a stronger base, or straighten the legs. Again, be sure that they are straight, and then flex the feet to engage the muscles in the legs and feet to help stabilize the posture. Right hip is lifting up towards the ceiling. There you go. So getting into the obliques with these sideways postures. Stabilizing the body. Breathe in. Good job. Exhale, return to plank pose. Take a shortcut to down dog. Bend the knees, hips to sky. Head and chest sink. New flow here. Inhale, extend right leg straight up and back, straight line. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge this time. Left heel stays lifted, but we still need to shift the weight back towards that lifted left heel. Rising up. Reach high, lunge low. Okay, we're going to hinge forward here and step forward into chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, dive out of your chair towards toes, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, hop or step back, plank pose. Stay in plank. Take another shortcut to down dog. Bend the knees, hips to sky. Same thing, we're just doing that high lunge. Inhale, extend left leg into the air. Left foot to the top of the mat as you exhale. Shifting weight back towards lifted right heel, so you have a centering and balance, and rising up. I really do consider this a balancing lunge, since we have less stability in that back leg, but we can still engage our legs and engage our core. Shift forward or hinge forward about 45 degrees. Let's shift weight into that front foot so we can step forward into chair pose, and then just stand up tall, extended mountain. And exhale, arms down to your side. Very nice. Shake that loose. All righty. Grab your block for this next part. We're going to go back to that chair pose and let's just twist it. Okay, just getting more into our core, so working obliques. We already have worked obliques in those side planks, this part of the abdominal system that come down like a V, like this. The obliques there help to stabilize being sideways. Also helps with twists. So place the block between the thighs, nice and tall, grounded on 2 feet. We'll inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, take chair pose, and as you're taking your seat, bring hands to heart center. And again, this could be a high seat. You can certainly sit lower, but not necessary. Good hold of the block here. Squeeze. It's a reminder of holding or hugging to midline. Just as you pull your belly button in, okay, you're doing the same thing with the block. Just squeeze it to center. Inhale here like you're extending your spine or getting out of your chair. Exhale, pull belly in, squeeze your block, and twist to your right. Mild twist. You don't have to go too far. It could just be a rotation. Slight twist. Okay. You might be low enough where your left elbow comes down and actually touches the right knee or thigh. Okay. Wonderful. Holding. Okay, maybe an exaggerated exhale. So you can feel what's happening like in your ribs there. Good. Inhale there. Exhale, unwind. Place hands on thighs. Okay, just holding because everything is just coming back to its normal state. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach into the sky. Exhale, arms down to your side, just to relax here for a moment, okay? Just to kind of what's happening as you're twisting. I'm going to use my block like it was a key. You slide the key into the slot, okay? That's your upper body, okay? And we're turning the key, okay? So we want to make sure we're staying on that axis right here. So we're not going in and turning, okay? So we want to make sure the head isn't pointing off to the corner of the room. It's something you have to kind of gauge, like where's my body in space, right? But that's kind of what's happening. The straight in, turn. All right, let's see if we can give that a shot. Because you want to feel like your hips are being pulled straight back rather than pulled off to the side. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take your chair pose, hands to heart. High pose or a low pose. Inhale, elongated spine. Exhale, pull belly in, squeeze your block. Twist. Turn the key. Now be aware, where's my head? Where's your head? Is it pointing to the corner of the room or is it still pointing forward? Check in. Pointing forward.
I thought it was flipped up, no?
Well, the top of your head, you've turned, okay? But your axis, as far as your torso, it's still aligned with one of the slats on the floor. How about that? In front of you. Yes. Inhale. Exhale, unwind, hands on thighs. Go ahead and stand, coming all the way up. Reach for the ceiling and arms down to your side. Okay. So yeah, what I'm referring to is the top of your head there, and your focal point might be to the side or even turning your head to look up, but where's the top of my head? Forward? You want it forward, not here. Okay, because that's what kind of happens. We turn the body, okay? We just want to get a little twist in the body. So you may not turn very far, and that's okay. Even if it's like, oh, that's as far as I go, then that's the pose, okay? All right, let's remove the block. You can carefully set that to the side. Mountain pose. Here we go. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, chair pose again. High seat or low seat, inhale. Exhale, dive out of your seat. Forward fold. Here we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way down. Hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the high lunge sequence again. Inhale, right leg up. Right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Left heel stays lifted. Find your center, then rise. Okay, we're going to take this back to chair pose. We're going to twist the chair again. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward, shifting weight into the right foot. Step left foot forward, bring hands to heart. You'll be in your chair pose. Okay, now you can go and get your block and place it here if you want to, or just imagine you've got the block. Hips stay solid and square. Inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Turn that key to to your right. Hips are still being drawn back. The crown of your head is still pointing forward. You might be looking to the side of the room or even towards the ceiling. There you go. That's the alignment. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind, hands on thighs. You're going to slide down to a forward fold. Let's continue the flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like to. You can always skip these. Chaturanga Dandasana. Yeah, modify it. Up dog or a low back bend. Downward facing dog. Same thing. Inhale, extend left leg straight up. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Right heel stays lifted. Finding your center. Even if you need to climb up your body, hands to thigh, lift. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, sending weight forward into the front foot so we can step forward. Okay, hands to heart. Here's our chair pose, ready for the twist. Inhale, elongate through spine. Exhale, pull belly in, squeeze an imaginary block unless you went and got your block. Twist to your left. There it is. Good. That's the alignment. That way you can really maximize kind of that core rotation that's happening here. Helps the hips, your core system. Beautiful done. Beautifully done. Inhale. Let's exhale and unwind. Hands to thighs. Pause for just a moment, and then slide back down to a fold. Monkey pose, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back, plank pose. Stay in plank. Bring knees to the floor. If you can, sit back into hero. If you can't stay in this seated posture, just take a regular seat. Okay. From that high lunge, rather than going into that chair pose, okay, we're going to stay in the high lunge. We're going to actually just stay in the lunge. We're just going to open up to a warrior 2 here. We're going to reverse our warrior and then into a side angle pose. We did this earlier. We're going to go into a side plank from here. Whatever hand is in the air, we're going to bring that to the floor in case this is my left hand. My left foot's on the floor behind me. The toes are pointing to the left. I'm going to spin until the toes are pointing to my right. Turning the body to the right, just stepping this right leg back, stacking them until I'm in side plank. This is another way you could stabilize this pose, a foot in front or a foot behind, okay? Or the opposite knee in this case on the floor. So side plank. We'll come down
to plank pose. And then finish the sequence. And I'll add on from there. But that's the new part there. Okay. All right, from hero, if you are in hero, let's just return to downward facing dog. Here we go, high lunge. Inhale, extend right leg up. Yes. Right foot to the top of the mat on the exhale. Find center, left heel's lifted. And we rise. Let's just find that nice balance right here. Inhale, just reach through the arms. Exhale, turn to your left. That heel comes to the floor too. You'll be in warrior two. Adjust the feet if you need to. Reverse your warrior, reaching up maybe slightly behind. Right away, side angle, right hand down, left hand straight up into the air. And here comes this new transition. Inhale. Exhale, let's bring left hand to the floor. That back foot's going to spin on the toes until they're pointing to the opposite side of the room. And stepping this right foot back to stack on top of the other, or use any other variation for stability. You can set the left knee on the floor. Okay. There you go. Yes. Inhale. Nicely done. Exhale. Return to plank pose. Feel free to go through a full flow or full vinyasa, or just take that shortcut to downward facing. Other side. Inhale. Extend left leg up. And the left foot to the top of the mat. High lunge. Hold for a moment. Okay. Inhale. And exhale, opening to your warrior two. Adjusting your foundation. Reverse your warrior. Reaching up and back. Side angle, left hand down. Right hand up. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand to the floor. Spin on the toes behind you until the toes are facing the other side of the room. Slide or step this left leg back, stack it on top of the other, or find the stability that works for you on this side. Good oblique work here. Strengthening. Inhale. Exhale, return to plank pose. Hold plank. Come back to hero. Knees to the floor, sit back, or take a regular seat. We're going to do one more quick sequence here. Okay. From mountain, extended mountain, chair pose, twist. Okay, into our chair pose. I twisted to the right. I'm shifting weight into my right foot, tapping or stepping this left leg back. So I'm in a little twist here, but it's in a lunge. Make sure you step back far enough, making sure you don't have too much weight up front here, stepping back and then pulling the weight back, shifting your whole body back until you're centered here. You want the center of gravity here at the hip. We're going to unwind and float up into the high lunge and then continue the flow from there. Okay, here, same transition. All right, so into our downward facing dog. We're going to come up to standing from down dog. So breathe in. Exhale, walk, step, or hop feet up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels. Bend your knees. Inhale, reversing, coming up. Reach high. Exhale, arms to your side. Just preparing for this sequence. Okay, so it's a chair pose. We're twisting to the right. Here we go. Inhale, reaching into the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Bring hands to heart center. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, pull belly in, squeeze imaginary block. Twist to your right on that axis. Could be a slight rotation, not much is needed. So now start shifting weight into your right foot. So you can pick up your left foot and just start stepping it back. Step, step, step. Remember to step back far enough and shift or pull the hips back so you're center. Hips are the center of gravity here. Okay, unwind from that twist, reach forward and up. You'll be in your high lunge. Opening warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle, right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, reach. Here comes our transition. Exhale, left hand to the floor, side plank. Left hand down, spin the toes behind you. Stack right leg on top of the left. So you're facing the right side of the room. Yes, breathe in. Exhale, plank pose. Finish the full flow or take a shortcut to down dog. Once in down dog, we're going back to the mountain pose. Breathe in. Exhale, hop or step forward. Monkey pose, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Let's see if we can go right into it. Chair pose here, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Exhale, pull belly in, squeeze imaginary block, twist to your left. Good. Shifting weight into left foot. Right foot is light, so you can take several steps or one big step back until you have a nice wide stance. Find your center. So you have a nice rotation here in this lunge. Let's unwind, reach forward through the arms, rise up to high lunge. Open up warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Take a breath in just to expand. Side plank. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Slide left foot, leg back, stack it on top of the other. Or use right knee on the floor, opening up to the left side of the room. You've got it. Breathe in. Exhale, return to plank, finishing your flow. Meet one last time in downward facing dog. We're going all the way down to the ground, so you can hop forward, cross legs, and take a seat, or that simple kneeling, sitting back off to the side, so you can lie down here. Go ahead and hug knees into chest. Check in with breathing, little movement as it feels good. Simply just going to come to a twist here. Spinal twist. Start by sending knees over to the left side. Arms, or right arm extends out to the right side. We'll hold here not only for the kind of that little core twist, maybe a little stretch and release in the low back, your hip, but also an opportunity since you're lying down and moving towards resting, letting the breath come back to its normal state. Slower, deeper breaths. Reconnect. Let's take 3 more breaths on this first side. When you feel complete, take your time, just return to center. You might hold center for a moment, just allowing your spine to realign. Another breath or two. And then when you feel ready, taking knees over to the right, left arm to the left. Three more breaths. And when you feel complete on the second side, Just return to center. From here, feel free to go right into Shavasana for the remaining minutes of our practice, or if there's any other pose that's calling to you, go ahead and move into those extra positions. Might be a hip opener or a back bend or a leg extension, whatever you might need here. And then when you do feel complete with those added movements, what the body is asking for at this time, just make your way then to Shavasana or any other restorative pose. Return to the awareness of your breath, just as you did at the beginning of your practice, the feeling, the sound of breath. How it helps you to be here in the moment, more present, more connected, aware of how breath guided you through your practice today, engaging your core system, helping with strength and balance and movement. Take 5 slow breaths. And as you're approaching your 5th breath, begin to feel movement return to your body. And when you're ready, no rush, carefully and slowly roll to one side of your body. Just moving into a nurturing pose, just lying on your side. So from here, taking your time, rise up to a seated position. Once you're in seated, just feel the lengthening of your spine, sitting tall and proud. Relax shoulders. Maybe your arms are just resting down by your side for a moment. And you can keep your arms and hands as they are, or bring hands to heart center if you'd like. And wherever you are, just taking one more full and complete breath. Good. And as we complete our practice together, we bow, saying, Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.